Hey guys, it's Luke with the Strength Blueprint. We're gonna go over the bench press today. First, I'm gonna give you a demo. Let's break it down. We're gonna start from the feet and work our way up. So for leg drive here, we wanna think of either 2 foot positions. You can either be up on the balls of your feet, and we wanna think of driving our foot down, and you wanna think of not driving your hips up, but think of trying to slide yourself off the bench. The second way, the standard way, is gonna be keeping my feet flat. I wanna find an athletic stance. Generally about a 45-degree angle is gonna be best. The wider your feet, the more stability that you get left to right, but the less drive you get. The closer your feet are, the less stability you get left to right, but the more drive you get coming straight back. So I prefer personally being on the balls of my feet, driving those heels down and trying to push through behind. If I have my flat feet, I want to think of almost like a leg extension as I come through, but same thing, trying to slide my body off the bench. Then we're gonna lie back. You can either go flat back or a little bit of an arch, but I just wanna make sure when I have this arch, I'm in a comfortable position here and I'm letting it track all the way through. Then I wanna think about bringing my shoulder blades, packing them as close together as I can. So almost just like an upper back row as I get down. I wanna think shoulders together and shoulders down to get those lats to engage. For my grip, I wanna go with a bulldog grip. So a bulldog grip is gonna be where the bar is coming right laterally here, but that's gonna make sure I don't get any kinks in my wrist as I press. So as I grab the bar, I wanna try to create this diamond shape here, and then I'm gonna work my thumb in. I always wanna make sure there's no space between my thumb right here as I grab, and you'll feel naturally how the bar will sit on the outside of your hand here. So then I'll get into my grip. For grip, generally shoulder width apart is gonna be best, or you can slowly work your way out. So then I'm gonna come right at, for me, I always go right at the knuckle length, working my way through, packing those shoulders, getting my abs nice and tight here. Legs are set. I wanna make sure my legs are tight. There's already a little bit of tightness in my quads as I come through. No slack as I'm working my way through. Now, as I press, I'm gonna make sure I'm keeping my head flat on the floor, pushing my shoulders away from me as I come up. My second cue is gonna be like I'm bending the bar. So once I get it up, I wanna think of breaking the bar or bending it in. That's gonna better engage my lats. As I bring the barbell down, I wanna come down this 45-degree angle, or you can slightly work to flare, but I find 45 to be the best as far as coming down, safest on the shoulders, and the best power press as well. So once I work my way down, break the bar, coming down. When I come down, I wanna make sure that I'm hitting just below nipple line or right at that upper rib level. That's gonna allow me to keep my wrist straight. Any differences here is gonna make a big difference on how much I can press through as I come forward. So I wanna make sure it's nice and stacked here, just like a piston. So I'm gonna let it come down to about that rib level. So I'm gonna be here, and then when I finish, I wanna finish over my shoulders. So I'm gonna make this little J shape as I come up. So I'm gonna work the bar down, engaging those lats. I should feel a ton of tension coming down on that upper back. Then as I press to finish, I want it to come up right over that shoulder level. So I assume my position, make sure I'm nice and tight, shoulders packed together, shoulders away from my ears, grab my grip, work my thumbs in, bring the bar off, shoulders away from my ears, bend the bar, slowly lower towards my ribs, right below chest level. And then as I work to press, I'm gonna use my legs to help me, try to slide my body off the bench as I press, coming right up over shoulders. I can hold this position forever. If I'm out in front, it's gonna fatigue me a ton. So I'm gonna make sure I'm finishing up at the top. Same thing, working my way down, big press through, rack. And that is our bench demo.